All right, let's talk about multiplying polynomials. The first strategy we're going to look at is called an area model. And you've learned about finding area since elementary school, right? So if I was like, hey, what's the area of this rectangle? You would say, oh, well, I have my length and I know my width over here. And to find the area, how much space it covers, we would do the length times the width. Right? Okay, so we're going to use that same concept to multiply polynomials. Okay, we're going to create a box and multiply the length times the width. So here's what that looks like. So I have this polynomial, x plus 5 times the quantity x plus 3. So we're going to set up our box and we're going to make one of the polynomials the side, and the other will be the top, right? So I'm going to take x plus 5 and separate it, keep the signs where they belong, right? I'm going to start making this box. Okay, and then on the top I'm going to have x plus 3, and I'm going to create my beautiful diagonal lines here. It's a beautiful box. Okay, and so then what we do is we're going to multiply, right? So here's my box, and I have to find the area that fills it up. Okay, and I can do that by breaking this apart and multiplying the pieces together. Big thing to remember, when we multiply variables of the same base, we add the exponents, right? So keep that in mind. That's why we studied laws of exponents. Okay, so exponents will need to change when we multiply. So here we go. We have x times x is going to give us x squared, because 1 plus 1. Same base, add my exponents. Okay, so x times x is x squared, 3 times x is 3x, and then I move to the bottom. So I have 5 times x is 5x, and 5 times 3 is positive 15. Okay, once I'm here, this all together will equal my area. And so I'm just going to add it all up, which means since there's those variables in there, I'm going to combine like terms and simplify as much as I can. My highest exponent for standard form, so highest will always be this left corner. My constant's always going to be this right corner. So here we go. We have x squared. Then I have 5x plus 3x is going to give me 8x. And then I have my constant 15. So x squared plus 8x plus 15 is the product of these two factors. Okay, and that's the area model. So let's do it a couple more times. So I have 2x minus 2. Set up my box. And on top, I'm going to have x plus 11. And let's finish making our box. All right, so we want to find the area of this box here. And so we're going to multiply. 2x times x is going to be 2, because 2 times 1 is 2. And then x times x is x squared, so 2x squared. 2x times 11 is going to be 22x. And go to the bottom. Negative 2 times x is negative 2x. Negative 2 times 11 is negative 22. And now we start combining. So we multiply to get in, and we add to get out. Multiply to get into the box, add to get back out. So I start in my left corner, so I have 2x squared. 22x minus 2x is going to be 20x. And then my constant in the right corner, minus 22. So 2x squared plus 20x minus 22 is the product when I multiply these two factors. Okay, feeling all right with this? Let's do a couple more. We have 3x minus 1 quantity squared. Remember, exponents tell us how many times to multiply something times itself. So 3x minus 1 squared is the same as 3x minus 1 times itself, 3x minus 1. Okay, if I know that, then I can set up my box. 3x minus 1 on the side, 3x minus 1 on top. And we multiply in. 3 times 3 is 9. X times x is x squared. Watch your exponents. 3x times negative 1 is negative 3x. Go to the bottom. Negative 1 times 3x is negative 3x. Negative 1 times negative 1 is positive 1. And then we combine like terms. Multiply in, add to get out. So 9x squared, negative 3x plus negative 3x is negative 6x plus 1. There's my product for these factors. All right, one more just to make sure we're solid. So we have this binomial times our trinomial. We're going to put the longer one on top. So I'm going to have 2x minus 4 as my side. I'm going to have a longer box this time. All right, and then we have x squared plus 3x plus 1. And let me finish making my box here. Nice and beautiful. All right, here we go. Multiply in. 2x times x squared is going to be 2x. I have 1 here, 2 here, so x cubed. 2x times 3x is going to be 2 times 3 is 6. X times x is x squared. And 2x times 1 is 2x. To the bottom we go. Negative 4 times x squared is negative 4x squared. Negative 4 times 3x is negative 12x. And negative 4 times 1 is negative 4. All right, so this one's longer, but our like terms are always diagonal from each other in our area model. So I like to circle them just so that my brain is like, hey, these go together. All right, so we multiplied to get in the box. Now we add to get out. So I'm going to have 2x cubed. And then we have negative 4x squared plus 6x squared is going to give me positive 2x squared. Negative 12x plus 2x is negative 10x minus 4. There's our product for these factors. Okay, so that's our area model. Take a moment, write down what are you going to need to remember to get this method correct. Is it, hey, multiply to get in, add to get out? Is it watch my exponents, make sure they change when needed? Whatever you need, so when you look back on this, you're like, oh yeah, I remember.